Okay, so I'm going to try and make this video. Tried to make this video like 3 times already, and the camera's kind of not working right now. But I have these glasses on. They're not real. I actually got these from the mall, but pretty cool, and I wanted to wear them. And my bangs are being kind of stupid because I didn't do my hair today. So anyways, I'm going to be talking about my experience of wearing a tail to school. So let's get started. I'm going to try to do this kind of fast because my camera's being stupid. But how do you explain this experience fast when you kind of have to put detail into it? So anyways, last year I got a tail. It was a black tail. It was 12 inches. I got it from Amazon. Don't ever get your tails from Amazon. I don't care what anyone says or which one you pick out, or if you pick out a million of them, or you get the tail and it doesn't break for a while or like a month, probably because no one has pulled on it, or you've taken care of it. But yeah, the tail that I got was poorly put together, horrible. It was so cheap. It was actually like $14 maybe. It was 12 plus tax. I really don't remember. I mean plus shipping. So I don't really remember, but around that price range. And the price really wasn't worth it. I mean, they do say you get what you pay for, and a lot of tails out there are like $20 to $30, and sometimes $60. But it's not. I would never buy a tail online for $60 or anything over $30. Just because that's my opinion, and I really can't go before it's emailed to me. You kind of just look at the picture, and that's all you have. You don't have the tail with you to inspect and see, does it smell oily? Is it, is it horribly put together? How far does the leather reach to maybe, some tails have leather to like, maybe right here, or right here, it stops to like right here. Or you really never know about the tail at all, or if it was a good tanning job or not. And this one I got from Amazon, yet I still have it. It's still good. That's because it broke from people pulling on it, and it didn't take a lot of effort for it to break. But it's fixed now, so it's good, and no one has pulled on it ever since. And the people who have pulled on it did apologize. Well, one of them did. I'm not gonna say their names. So yeah. So anyways, moving on back to my experience. So I took the tail to school, and I wore it, and I didn't tell anybody or any teachers or the principal about I want to wear a tail, can I wear one? So when I walked in, no one said anything, no one really noticed it besides my friends. I pointed it out to my friends in 3rd hour, which I have PE with my friends. I had PE with my friends in 3rd hour. And yeah, I pointed that out to them. Well, I have more hours with them, but we didn't do anything in PE on that day, so I just pointed it out to them. So yeah, so they didn't care about it. They thought it was really cool that I had a tail. They already knew about my theoryism and stuff like that. So yeah. Then once I went to 4th hour, the teacher, before class starts, my friends actually point out that I like have a tail. Not to everyone, but they said, hey, you have a tail, and they talked to me about it, and they said, oh, that's cool, you know. And then once class starts, you know, the teacher comes up to me after, you know, she finally notices it, and she's like, is that a tail? And I said, yeah. And she said, are you wearing it? And I said, yes. And then she gave me like a face expression as if I was really, really crazy. And yeah. And I didn't really care. She didn't tell me to take it off or anything, so I didn't take it off. But I know she wanted me to. But I didn't. And eventually when I went to PE, not PE, when I went to lunch, no one said anything until I went to lunch, and there was this kid, and I was in line for lunch, and there was this kid, not behind, he was behind me, but he was far away in the back of the line. Not completely in the back, but farther from where I was. And he just yelled, make sure everybody heard. He was like, ew, you have a tail on, that's so gross. I'm just like, I can hear you. And he said, I know, you're supposed to. Okay, well, thanks. Or he said something like that. Something really ignorant. And I didn't let it bother me. And then eventually when I got to sit down, there was this group of girls, and I guess, you know, yeah, they sat down by me, and I was sitting, and one of the girls just kept annoying me, and then eventually she's just like, why are you wearing a tail? And like, because I want to. And she said, well, whatever. And she just kept annoying me, and then one of the other girls was just like, stop annoying her, you know, and she didn't listen. Obviously she kept annoying me, so I just left the cafeteria not long after that. And sorry, my mind is getting a brain fart right now. Yeah, but before the period started, she caught up with me, and she stood next to me, and she said something ignorant, and I'm just like, you know what, whatever. And then she said something else to her friends, and then they all just started laughing, and I didn't even care. I didn't. And then eventually after that, no one really cared. No one said anything besides those ignorant people. And when I was waiting outside for my mom to pick me up, and the teacher who waits by us makes sure that, I don't know, we don't get kidnapped or something, I don't care. But anyways, I would talk to that teacher. I don't remember her name, I don't really care, but I would talk to her, and she was nice and stuff until I walked out and I set my binder and stuff on the ground. We just wait, and she's like, what are you wearing? And I'm just like, I'm wearing a tail. And she's like, no, take that off, you're not supposed to wear that, why would you even want to wear that? And yeah, and I was just like, well, can I wear it to the dance that's coming up soon? And she's like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to check with the principal. Well, days after, she was like, oh, I'll check tomorrow, and she never does. Obviously, because she just doesn't want me to wear it. She doesn't want me to wear it. Not because I'm like, well, nobody said anything, and she's just like, oh no, you can't wear that. No, that's not true. did the principal ever walk up to you and say, hey, make sure kids don't wear tails? Okay. And yeah, I just took it off. I didn't say anything ignorant. You never want to have an attitude or anything with the teachers, or obviously they have the ability to take away your tail. They do. And never give it back to you. And keep it for how long they want to. And yeah, teachers have a huge control over you. Doesn't matter what school you're in or anything, they can control you. Sucks, but it's how it is. It's like your temporary parents and at school and your classes, relatives, and well, anyways, they're like your mom or your dad, and it's annoying. And a lot of teachers actually are really ignorant also, and she was obviously ignorant because I could actually explain to her, well, I wear the tail because, but she just kept telling me to take it off. Yeah, and I just took it off. And yeah, she never told the principal asking if I could wear it to the dance. I didn't wear it to the dance, but I probably could have. But anyways, so yeah, and at my school, at that other school, which I was in junior high at 6th grade. Obviously, that's when I started junior high, and it just really annoyed me, but I didn't wear it since. And eventually, days after, I wore, like days and days after, weeks, and a few months, it was a long time after, I wore my collar, and my collar is right here. It's camo, obviously, as you can see, and it has my name on it. And yeah, this is my collar. So yeah. Sorry, my dog's spying at me through the door. Sorry. Yeah. So, yeah. So when I was wearing it, I was talking to my friend and stuff, and the teacher, my 4th hour teacher, who asked me about the tail and stuff, she saw me wearing the collar, and she had the nerve to yell and say, take the collar off, you're not a dog. So everyone starts looking at me, and she keeps yelling, take it off, and I keep trying to walk away and kind of trying to be like, oh, it's not me she's talking to, because I don't do it for attention. I never want attention, but regardless, you're gonna get attention. And it's aggravating. And a lot of people do wear tails and collars for attention, and it annoys me so bad about people who are fake Syrians and fake wolves. Like, there's a lot of people who just slap on a tail and a collar and be like, I'm a wolf, or I'm a dog, and it's aggravating. Why? But anyways, yeah, that's my experience. And this year I'm in 7th grade, and I'm actually in a new school. And I talked to my 3rd hour teacher first about the tail, because he's the one who I am most comfortable talking about anything to, because he's my favorite teacher. But my least favorite subject is math, and he teaches math. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But, oh well. He's my favorite teacher. And I went to him first before school started, and I had this tail in my bag, and I was asking him, well, do you know anything? I don't know if this is appropriate for me to wear at school or not. I was just, wanting to know. And yeah, at my school we have to wear uniforms. It's horrible, but we do have dress days where we can wear clothes like this. I like to wear, obviously, black clothing, and I wear that. And I was asking him if it'd be okay if I wore this, and he said, well, he doesn't know, and that I should go to the principal, and if it was up to him, he thought that it was perfectly fine for me to wear it. So I went to the principal, and well, before I went to the principal, I was like, do you want me to come back and see what they, tell you what they said, if I could wear it or not? And he said, well, if I see you straddling around with the tail, I'll know. And that made me smile. And then, yeah, and then I went to the principal, and I was afraid she was gonna laugh, but she didn't laugh. She was perfectly fine with it. He was fine with it too, my third-hour teacher. And she said, well, on fun dress days, well, I don't know why they call it that, you can definitely wear the tail. You can definitely wear the tail at the dance also. It comes up next Friday, I'm sure. And yeah, so that made me happy. At least I get to wear it some days at school, and she would have totally let me wear it, but a lot of people at my school are ignorant and can't handle a tail and will get distracted by it, and if I'm walking down the hallway they will pull on it, because there is a lot of people who like to shove down the hallways and are loud and obnoxious. But I was willing to wear it anyways, and there was actually this kid in my 5th hour who he actually pulled the back of my hair, and I'm like, just turn around, and then I give him a look like he was crazy, but he didn't care. I don't understand why he pulled my hair, but then once I sat down, I'm like, well, I'm actually kind of lucky I didn't wear my tail, because I knew he would have pulled my tail. He would have. But yeah. So, yeah. So yeah, it's just my experience with wearing tails, and I will probably bring my cell phone to the dance and probably record me and my friends. Definitely me and my friend, like, dancing and stuff, and I'll definitely have my tail on. Definitely. Definitely. And, yeah. So, that's my experiences. Thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos. Bye.